Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, so I have to share this. All right, so I just got done walking my dogs. Just had some broccoli, instead of eating some unhealthy snacks. Anyways, I just wanted to share this thought. If you're a single guy, okay, so so during my walk even, I was walking by and a lady was like, pretty dogs, and I was like, well, I'm a pretty guy, I'm a pretty boy. Anyways, women are flirting with me, and I love it, and I'm flirting back. And here's just because the other night I got a lady just gave me her cell phone number, right? And I was just like, oh, what do I do with it never even occurred to me that I don't have to call her just because it never happened to me before, right? And I was just thinking like, whoa, like, what's going on? How come I'm getting all this attention now, right? Is it because here's the crazy thing though. I thought about it. That lady that gave me her cell phone number, any of the women that have been, that I've been flirting with, and I don't mean, I'm not like trying to go and just flirt with women. It's just, when they joke around with me, I joke around with them. And before I know, I'm like thinking to myself, we're flirting, you know what? Okay, so here's my tip for single men. If you're a single guy, right? Here's my tip. Be confident in yourself, right? Because what I realized was I never once mentioned my YouTube channel. They don't know that I have a YouTube channel and all this stuff, I mean, she didn't even know what I did, I told her I was a rapper. She was like, oh, I was like, yeah, no, I told her I'm not a rapper. But the thing is, like, she didn't know what I did. I'm not dressed nice. I was just dressed in my work clothes. She had no idea how much money I had. She had no idea what I did for a living. She had no idea that I had a YouTube channel with 23,000 subscribers, all this. She had no idea I wrote books and that groomers look up to me. None of this, right? We were just joking back and forth, and then she gave me her number, right? And the thing is, my whole life, I thought that I had to be, have money, have a nice car, dress nice. I thought all of these outward things was what I needed to have women be attracted to me. And now I realize it's not. I go out dressed like this, I mean, I smell like dirty dogs. I sit down at a restaurant and women just come and talk to me now. Why? I realize what it is. It's this confidence that I have inside. Before, if I went to a restaurant and sat down by myself, I would have felt uncomfortable. I would have felt a little insecure. And it would have probably, showed, and people would have probably felt it. Now I go to a restaurant, and I'm just there to enjoy the meal, and I'm happy. I'm like, I don't have anybody to try to impress. No one's trying to impress me. I can just sit down and enjoy my meal, and I'm having a great time. I'm loving this, just by myself, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling confident. I think that's what's drawing the women to me. And they want to talk to me, and we talk, I joke around. And here's the thing, before, if a woman sat down next to me, I would have been nervous. Why? Because I would have wanted to impress her, right? I would have been thinking, how can I impress her? What can I say? But now I'm not trying to impress her. I'm not looking for a relationship. I'm just there to have a good meal and maybe joke around and have a good time with someone, right? But then I go home, and that's why she gave me her number. Here's the crazy thing. I had a memory of when I was at my mom's grocery store. There was a girl that came in, with her mom, and man, I had such a big crush on her, right? Because I mean, she was a 10 in my book. She was a 10, and I would always be like so nervous around her and just so shy. And one day I worked up the courage. She came into the counter, and I just said, I just want to let you know, I think you're the most beautiful girl I've ever seen in my life. And then I said, and I hope you have a good day. And I ran to the back, right? Everybody was just like, June, what an idiot, right? Because after she left, the cashier, Nene, she was like the neighborhood mama. She's my mama. Anyways, Nene was like, June, check the camera. And so I checked the camera, and I watched the video. After I told her, hey, I just wanted to let you know that I think you're the most beautiful girl I've ever seen in my life, right? And I hope you have a good day. And I ran off. After I said that, like, while I was saying, and I hope you have a good day, she looked down, she pulled out, I saw the camera, she was looking for a piece of paper. She pulled it out, and it was almost like she was gonna give me her number. But I freaked out, I ran, I didn't have the confidence to just stay there, Anyways, because I didn't feel good about myself. So here's the thing. If you don't have a lot of confidence in yourself, and you're feeling shy and insecure, what can you do? Go to the gym. I really think that because I'm starting to feel better about myself and I'm feeling stronger and I'm feeling better about my body, I have like self-respect. I feel respect for myself, this inner confidence. So number one, I would say if you're a single guy, if you're a single dude and you're just having a really tough time with the ladies like I did with my whole life, for a second there, I had like this other girl was looking at me. She was with a guy even, and she was looking at me. The bartender was like shooting me smiles and looks. The lady next to me, the one that gave me her phone number, and then her other friend was next to me on either side of me. And I was like, you sure you don't want me to just scoot over? You two can sit together. They're like, and I was like, well, I mean, I guess there's a lot to share, right? I mean, I was just joking. But anyways, for a moment there, I even thought to myself, is this real? Like, is this real? Is this really happening to me? Like, I couldn't even believe it. But, I mean, I was like, I'm not gonna make this weird, because if I start to question this and I start to act weird, everybody's gonna feel weird all of a sudden. So I just have to keep up this act, right? Like I'm confident, like I'm just okay with this, like this happens to me every day. You know, I mean, but it never did. It never happened to me. So, and I was just thinking about it. Why are these women shooting me these looks now? Why are they coming up to me and talking to me? Why are we joking around and flirting? You know, this never happened to me before. Is it because I have a YouTube channel? No, because I never mentioned it. Is it because I have money now to spend? No, they didn't. Look at me. You know, nothing about me says I have money. You know, like, is it the car I drive? No, it's a 2015 Toyota Corolla. You know, what is it about me that's changed, that's causing women to behave differently around me? I think it's my inner, the way I'm carrying myself now. So I would say if you're a single dude and you're having trouble with the ladies, number one, hit the gym. Okay, just hit the gym, because it's not even for the muscles, it's for how it makes you feel inside about yourself. You start walking a little bit taller, you know, you start feeling better, more confident about yourself. Number two, become good at like you're skilled at your job, right? Become skilled at your job. Because when you start to become more skillful at your job and when you start to take a deeper interest in what you're doing, it doesn't matter what you're doing. You could be a janitor, you know, but just take a deeper interest in what you're doing. That way, when a woman talks to you and she asks you about your job, you don't say, I'm just a janitor. You can say, every single day I go to work and I get to make kids' lives better. You know, the school I'm at, none of the kids ever get sick because I'm on top of it. I make sure all of the germs, do you know what kind of a warfare we're involved in? It's a microscopic warfare we're in. We're fighting a ghost, and I'm on the front lines to protecting our children every single day. That's what I do. And the girl you're talking to is gonna be like, wow, I want to give this guy my number. You know, because you're not just a janitor now. You're on the front lines protecting children so that they don't get sick at school. You know, you're fighting an unseen enemy. You know, a microscopic warfare. This is amazing. This is incredible stuff. You know, like, so I would just give 2 tips. Number one, if you're a single dude and you're a nerd, you're fat, you're skinny, whatever, you got thick glasses, whatever, women don't want to talk to you. Number one, hit the gym. Hit the gym, right? Every day. Or maybe every other day, but you really commit and hit the gym, right? Once you start to notice your body changing, you're gonna start to feel more confident, right? And then become more skillful, more interested in your job, in your line of work, right? And then you start to feel better. And you know, like the irony is, once you start to become more interested and more skillful in your job, you start to make more money. And once you have more money, you get to go out and do things, you feel more comfortable, and people can just sense it about you. And it attracts not just women, but men too. Guys come up to me and start talking, and I'm like, hey, I'm not about that life. I'm kidding. No, they don't come out to hit on me. We just talk, you know, guys come up, we have a great conversation now. What I'm saying is that when you start to feel good about yourself, when you start to work hard on your body, work hard on your job, you start to feel better about yourself. You start to carry yourself different. Les Brown was saying, try to earn a lot of money. You know, try to become wealthy. Why? Because if you're super unattractive, but you're wealthy, women will find something attractive about you, you know? And I cracked up because the example he gave, he was like, he got ears like Denzel, honey. So yeah, no matter how unattractive you feel physically, or no matter how hard of a time you feel like you have talking to women, don't worry about anything outside of yourself. Don't worry about the women. Don't worry about what you're gonna say to impress them, nothing. Just focus on what you can control. Number one, you can go to the gym. If you can't afford the gym, you can start doing push-ups and sit-ups at home and start running around the block, right? Number two, whatever your job is, whatever you do for an income, become super focused on it. Become more interested than you ever were before. Like the janitor, for example. Don't just say I'm a janitor. Say, you know, I make sure people are safe from unseen germs and microscopic viruses, you know? Things like that. Take your job more seriously, right? And then become more skillful. Become more skillful in your by reading books, you know, just take a deeper interest in yourself. And once you start to become more confident of a person yourself, I think that's what it is. Because I'm serious, guys. I did not once mention my YouTube channel, and I did not once mention what I do and that I groom dogs for famous people and all this, everything that I thought would impress people. Oh, I groom dogs for the rich and famous. I have a YouTube channel with all these subscribers. None of that came up in the conversations with these women. So why were they attracted to me? Everything else was the same. It's because I'm carrying myself different now. It's because I feel better about myself, and they can see that. And so I just wanted to share this because it just clicked like just a few minutes ago. And so I was like, oh shoot, oh snap. If there's a guy watching this, Andreas, if you're watching this, I know you're only 11 years old, but I'm telling you, if I was 11 years old and somebody told me this, I would have had such a better high school experience, okay? My high school experience, I wouldn't have spent all 4 years chasing the same girl just to get rejected over and over again and watch her go out with other guys. That wouldn't have been my experience in high school if somebody told me this. My experience in high school would have been much different, you know? Maybe my experience in high school would have been my experience just a few days ago. Women all over me, talking to me, joking with me, giving me their number, interested in me. Maybe that would have been my experience in high school if I was focused more on myself and how I can become a better person myself, how I can become stronger, more skillful, more stronger, and less worried about how I can impress the women. What can I say? How can I dress? What can I show them? You know, nothing. You just show up. You be a confident person. And confidence without reason, without any reason to be confident, is only arrogance. It's fluffed up, it's fake. So you cannot be confident for no reason. You have to have good reasons to feel confident, and that's real, true, genuine confidence. So that's why I'm saying go to the gym and work really hard at your job. Those two things will totally change your experience with women. It has for me, I think. I may be totally wrong here, because I just had this idea and I'm sharing it out loud now. Now that I'm saying it out loud and I'm hearing it out loud for the first time, I'm thinking maybe I'm wrong. But I don't know. I don't think I'm wrong, because seriously, I didn't say, oh, I have a YouTube. They even asked me, like, what do you do? And I kind of avoided the question. And I told them I was a rapper. I told them about my song I made. My name is June. I come from the moon. It was going to be a hit, you know. It was going to be a hit single. But, you know, someone got to it before it was finished. They leaked it. And, you know, that was the end of my career at 8 years old. But anyways, yeah, I joked around. I didn't tell them about anything that I thought would make women want me. But anyways, isn't irony is such a bitch? Seriously, where was all this attention when I wanted it in high school and college? Now that I really don't want another relationship. I don't want to be in another committed relationship. And now all these women are paying attention to me. Like, what? Irony is such a bitch, you know? Oh my goodness. I even told the lady who gave me her number, I was like, you know what? Just so you know, I was like, I'm gonna be serious. This is the first time I'm being serious this whole evening. I was like, I'm just gonna be serious with you. I'm going through a divorce right now. I just, you know, we just went over the paperwork. It's fresh, you know? And I was like, we've been together 14 years. I have a 10-year-old daughter, an 8-year-old daughter. I was like, you don't want this, seriously. I was like, we had a good time. I had a good time. You don't want this. And she was like, I got a 20-year-old daughter. I got 2 kids too. My daughter's 20 years old. I was like, oh, we got a one-upper, eh? I was like, do you always try to one-up your dates, you know? But anyways, I mean, but still, it's like, wow, there was no shaking her. There was no shaking. I'm kidding. But yeah, I mean, how different than before, right? Before, I would have been the one like, oh, you know, like, can I get your number? Oh, don't worry about I got a little thing going on, but we'll talk about it on the second date. You know, it's like, you know, I would have been like so scared and so nervous and trying so hard to impress. But now it's like, I don't really want it. I'm just here to have a good time. And I feel confident just in myself. Now women are attracted to me. Isn't that a bitch? So because I can't enjoy it, I'm not going to go for any of the, you know, I'm not going to go for a relationship anymore. I can't say never, but at least for a long time, I feel like I'm just not, I'm not ready. I'm not ready to get into a relationship, right? There is one person I am considering. I'm considering a date with, but it's complicated. What can I say? It's complicated. Don't matter what I say, don't matter what I do. I only want to do bad things to you. Anyways, yeah, so this is for the men. I don't know how many got... When I look at the analytics, it looks like most of my viewers, my subscribers are the ladies. I'm kidding. But yeah, I do have like 35%, like almost, more than a quarter of my subscribers are men. So if you're a single guy watching this, I hope this helps. I really hope this helps. Don't worry about the women. Don't worry about what you're gonna tell them. Don't worry about your car. Don't worry about your clothes. Don't worry about your income. Just go to the gym, exercise, feel good about yourself, get a good diet going, you know, really work on yourself, feel good about yourself, right? And another way to feel good about yourself is to get good at your job. When you feel like you're good at what you do, man, the super confidence booster. So try to get good at your job, because when you're good at your job, boom, you feel confident. Try to work out and exercise and clean up your diet, because when you do, boom, you feel strong and confident. And I'm telling you, that's what women respond to. It's not your job title, it's not your income, it's not the car you drive, it's not the clothes you wear, it's not the cologne. I smell like wet dogs. I smell like dog urine, actually. A little bit like dog pee, you know? But apparently, that's what the ladies like. I'm kidding. I'll see you guys.